We'll go from the north then down to the south. Sorry, and we'll start off with this one, which was Dingle 13 points. Clonmel Commercials 10 points. So the Gainies led the way for Dingle in this game at crucial stages. Paul Gainey hit 2 points. Conor Gainey hit 2 points. Dylan Gainey was the more crucial one. He hit 5 points. So that's, 9 points out of Dingle's 13. It's very clear who they rely on to get over the line. Clonmel Commercials fought with them all the way, but Dingle just had that extra bit in the tank. Summarised by the fact that when Jack Kennedy landed a brilliant point to narrow the gap to 1 point with a couple of minutes left, Dingle got their 2 points to push them 3 points ahead from Tom O'Sullivan and Paul Gainey, and that sealed the victory.
Yeah, exactly. And a really, really good victory from Dingle in this one. And it could have been a banana skin easily, like Clonmel Commercials in Semple Stadium. It was always going to be a tough task for them. And it was interesting to see how Dingle would react after the Big Kerry kind of massacre in its own right. Like, they lost by 10 points. That was a huge, huge defeat to take. And we all know Dingle have quality, like not just the Gainies. Barry Dan O'Sullivan's a brilliant player. Tom Leo O'Sullivan and his namesake Tom O'Sullivan, of course, the Kerry senior, great. You have Niall Gainey of wing back. And Mark O'Connor was missing for this game as well. So once he's back for the Munster final, like, that'd be massive to get for Dingle if he is to play in that Munster final, of course. But Dylan Gainey, I've been saying it for a while now, he's an outstanding player. Should he be on the Jack O'Connor's panel next year? Possibly. Like, he's a very, very good player, very agile, very, very strong in attack. And he definitely needs his points. Like, he did well for UCC in the Sigerson Cup earlier on the year. He scores 5 points from play in this game, and he was absolutely outstanding. You have Conor Gainey there. Paul Gainey went to centre forward for this game and did brilliant fairness to. So, yeah, I think it was a brilliant result for Dingle, and it would definitely give them confidence going to the final against Castlehaven. So, yeah, brilliant win for Dingle. For Clonmel, though, it wasn't as bad as last year's defeat to Newcastle West, because like this was always going to be a nip and tuck game. Like, they were expected to win last year, they didn't. This year, it was a nip and tuck game. It was either one to call, and Dingle won out in the end, and a brilliant result in this game for Dingle. And it would give them confidence, because after the Big Kerry game, the confidence of them would have been shattered. Now they're going to the final, and they have their tails up.
Yeah, that's it. No, I couldn't have said it better myself. We'll then move on to the other semi-final and then discuss them both as they come up against each other. So Dingle's opponents in the final will be Cork champions Castlehaven. They beat Rathgormack by 116 to a goal and 7. The Hurleys led the way again for Castlehaven. 111 between them. Brian Hurley with 1-6. Michael Hurley with 5 points. 17 minutes in, a Billy Power goal for Rathgormack had the Waterford champions 4 points up, but Castlehaven recovered. Brian Hurley's goal, 2 minutes from time, sealed the victory. So Rathgormack did put up a fight, but it was always going to be Castlehaven to take this, and they joined Dingle in the final.
They do, yeah. And it was always, again, like Dingle, it was always going to be been asking for Castlehaven to get over this game. Rathgormack were missing Conor Burry. Apparently he went down to New Zealand, so it was a huge loss. And Michael Curry was suspended for this game. And look, Rathgormack, they looked to defy the odds with that goal from Billy Power. And I'm sure Aaron would have been smiling from ear to ear listening to that scoreline. But then Castlehaven, they get over the line with the two Hurleys, as you mentioned there, Michael and Brian. Like, Michael, on his day, could turn it on. He's an excellent footballer, in fairness to Brian Hurley. I think he scored nearly 230 now since he came back from injury. Like, he was injured for the first game against Carbery Rangers, the Cork Championship. Came back for the second half of the game against Valley Rovers, and he's been ever present ever since. He got a goal against Clonakilty, and he got another goal in this game. It was a well-taken goal. And it was a brilliant stage to get it to, because Castlehaven were on the ropes to an extent with Rathgormack, chomping at the bit. But Castlehaven, to get over the line, Cathal Maguire got another point as well. Jack Callahan, brilliant. Mark Collins, Sean Brown, another youngster in this team. So they're into the final now. It's going to be a difficult game against Dingle, but Castlehaven, they've done what they've been asked to do. They beat Cracklow, they beat Rathgormack. Fair play to them. And one point to say, Aaron Prendergast, you were absolutely wrong.
Okay. Sure, as well. Big shout out to Aaron. You are going on his podcast immediately after as well, so I'm sure I'll be tuning into that anyway for when you get to that stage for the Castlehaven Rathgormack match review. Anyway, we're going to switch from the big ball to the small ball in just a second. I'm going to ask you really quickly, Castlehaven or Dingle?
Dingle for me. I think they have stronger players all over the pitch, and especially if Mark O'Connor is going to be back for that game, I think Dingle should have enough with Castlehaven. Like, they've doubted me before, so
Yeah.
they might do it again. They might do it again. But Dingle, for me, I think they have brilliant players all over the pitch. Paul Gainey will be a brilliant player for them. Dylan as well. So I'm backing Dingle to win it.
Yeah, I think it'll be razor tight, but I think Dingle will win. I did say Dingle at the start. I doubted them a lot after seeing the Mid-Kerry defeat. I really thought, wow, I didn't think that they'd get beaten like that. But they seem to have bounced back pretty well. So I'll probably lean towards Dingle just about. I think it'll be razor close though. And we, of course, full preview as we get closer and closer to that game.